Hello students, I am teacher Krupa, your maths teacher. I am here with new video on the chapter Mathematical Logic of Standard 12th Commerce. Today we are going to solve exercise 1.4 from this chapter. See the first question over here. Write the following statements in the symbolic form. Now what you have to do is, they have given the compound statement here and you have to express these statements in the symbolic form. Now we have studied different connectives and the symbols used for it. Correct? For and, or, not, if, then, and if and only if. These are the logical connectives that we have studied and these are the signs for each connective. Now using these signs, we have to convert the given statement into the symbolic form. Right? Let's start. See first one. If triangle is equilateral, then it is equiangular. Now there are two statements in this. Triangle is equilateral and second statement is it is equiangular. So what we can do is we can denote these two statements by alphabets P and Q. So we'll say let P be triangle is equilateral and let Q be it is equiangular. Fine. Now we have to join these statements P and Q by the symbol used for the connective if then. Now what is the symbol for if then? It is arrow, one-sided arrow. So the symbolic form of this given statement will be P, then you have to write this arrow here and then Q. So this is read as implies. So P implies Q. So this is the symbolic form for the given statement. Clear? Very simple. Next one. It is not true that I is a real number. Now see, this is a little different type of question. Over here there is only one statement used. I is a real number. Correct? So we'll write it as let P be I is a real number. And this starting part of the statement, it is not true that, you know that this set of words are used for making the statement negative. That is, for negation we use these words. So the symbolic form of this given statement will be negation P. Remember this, it is negation P. Fine. The next one. Even though it is not cloudy, it is still raining. Now you know that even though is same as and connective. Correct? Now what are the statements? It is not cloudy and it is still raining. These are the two statements which we have to connect by using the connective and. Now see here. For the first statement, it is not cloudy. It is a negative statement. So what we will do is, we will store the positive statement in the alphabet P and while writing the symbolic form, we will use the negation for it. So it becomes the negative statement. Understood? So we'll say let PA be it is cloudy and QB it is still raining. And so the symbolic form becomes negation P and Q. Have you understood? As I told you, even though it's same as and because P we have taken positive and the given statement is negative, in the symbolic form we'll use negation P. So negation P and Q, this is the symbolic form of the given statement. Fine. Now the next one. Milk is white if and only if the sky is not blue. Now again over here the two statements are milk is white and the second one is the sky is not blue. Again a negative statement. But in the alphabet we'll store the positive part of it. So we'll say let P is milk is white and Q is the sky is blue. And now in this symbolic form we have to make the negation of Q. And what is the connective? If and only if. So this is the sign for if and only if. So the symbolic form will be P double implies negation Q. This sign is read as double implies. Okay, so P double implies negation Q is the symbolic form of the given statement. Now the next one. Stock prices are high if and only if stocks are rising. Now this is very simple. The two statements are stock prices are high and stocks are rising. So let P be the stock prices are high and let Q be stocks are rising. So the symbolic form will be P double implies Q. Simple. Now see the next one. If Qutub Minar is in Delhi, then Taj Mahal is in Agra. So two statements. Let P be Qutub Minar is in Delhi. Let Q be Taj Mahal is in Agra. And what is the connective? If then. What is the sign for if then? This way. Correct? One-sided arrow. So the symbolic form will be P implies Q. Correct? Very simple type of question this is. Now find the truth value of each of the following statements. Now over here they have given the the compound statements, and we have to find the truth value of the compound statement. Now you know that the truth value of the compound statement depends upon the truth value of its constituent statements and the connective used. So while finding the truth value of the compound statement, first we have to find the truth value of its simple statement, the constituent statements, and also you have to consider the connective used. So depending on these values, you will write the truth value of the compound statement. Let's see. See the first question. It is not true that 3 minus 7i is a real number. Now this is again a negation statement. Correct? So we'll say see this is the table that gives you the truth value of different logical connectives. Okay, for different combinations of true and false. So as we solve these questions, we'll be making use of this table. Now you must know this table by heart. Only then you can solve this type of questions. Correct? That's why in the previous videos I have told, practice and learn these values. Only then this question you can solve. Let's see. See the first statement. It is not true that 3 minus 7i is a real number. Now over here what we have to do is, let P be 3 minus 7i is a real number. And then the symbolic form of this given statement is negation P. Till here it is very simple. Now we have to first consider the truth value of P. What is P? 3 minus 7i is a real number. Is it true or false? It is false, because we have studied, said 3 minus 7i is a complex number. It is not a real number. So the truth value of P is false. So the truth value of negation P will become then true. Correct? So here P is false, therefore negation P is true. So the truth value of the given statement is true. This is your final answer. Fine. Let's move to the next one. If a joint venture is a temporary partnership, then discount on purchase is credited to the supplier. First thing is, we have to write the given statement in the symbolic form. So what is P over here? A joint venture is a temporary partnership. Second statement is discount on purchase is credited to the supplier. So this is what we have done here. Let P be a joint venture is a temporary partnership, and Q is discount on purchase is credited to the supplier. And so the symbolic form is P implies Q. The logical connective used is if then. So here we have used the symbol for if then. Now next step is check the truth values of P and Q. Correct? Now see, a joint venture is a temporary partnership. This is true. Correct? You have studied this in commerce. Second one is discount on purchase is credited to the supplier. Now this is false. Correct? The discount is given to the purchaser or the buyer, not to the supplier. So over here P is true and Q is false. Right? So substitute the truth values of P and Q in the symbolic form. So our symbolic form is P implies Q, that is equivalent to true implies F. Now what is true implies F? Check in this table. See, true and false implies this second last column, F. Understood? So true implies F is F. So hence the truth value of the given statement is false. Have you understood? Every accountant is free to apply his own accounting rules if and only if machinery is an asset. Now again, first write the symbolic form. So what is P? P will be this first part. Every accountant is free to apply his own accounting rules. And Q will be machinery is an asset. So the symbolic form is P double implies Q. Here the connective is if and only if. So we have used the sign for if and only if. Understood? Now next is, see, there are 3 steps in this type of question. First we have to write the given statement in the symbolic form. Then check the truth values of each statement and then consider the connective and truth values of the each statement to give the truth value of the compound statement. Correct? So now we have finished with the first step. Now let us check the truth value of the simple statement, that is P and Q. What is P? Every accountant is free to apply his accounting rules. This is true or false? It is false. Accountant cannot apply his own rules. He has to follow the standard rules. So P is false. Second one, Q is machinery is an asset. This is true. So your P is false and Q is true. So P false, Q true. This third row. And your logical connective is P double imply. So the answer will be F. Are you getting it? So you will write here P is false, Q is true. So P double implies Q is F double implies true, and that is F. So truth value of the given statement is false. Understood? The next one. Neither 27 is prime number nor divisible by 4. Now neither nor means you have to use the negation of the statement. So what are your statements? 27 is a prime number and second statement is divisible by 4. So we'll say let P be 27 is a prime number and Q be 27 is divisible by 4. So the symbolic form is negation P and negation Q. Clear? If it was either or, then directly you will write P and Q. For neither nor, you have to use the negation of P and Q joined by and. Correct? Now the truth values. What is P? 27 is a prime number. False. Q, 27 divisible by 4. Again false. So the truth value of P and Q is false. But in the statement we have negation of P and negation of Q. That is negation of F and negation of F again. So that is negation of F is true. So we get true and true, that is true. See over here you can see T and it's T. So the truth value of the given statement is true. Understood? Next. 3 is a prime number and an odd number. So two statements will be 3 is a prime number, Q is an odd number, symbolic form will be P and Q. Very simple. Now check the truth values. 3 is a prime number, yes, true. Q is an odd number, yes, true. So both P and Q are true. So T and T. See what is there over here? T and T is T. So the truth value of the given statement is true. Clear? See, just in place of P and Q, you will substitute the truth value and then find the final answer. Hence, the truth value of the given statement is True. This is your final answer. Understood? So with this we finish question number 2. Now we'll... This exercise is actually quite big. So what we will do is we'll stop here, and the remaining 3 questions of this exercise we will be doing in the next video. Okay? Then if you have liked this video, please like it, share it and subscribe this channel. Also don't forget to press the bell icon to get all the notifications of this channel. Thank you students. Keep practicing, keep enjoying maths. Goodbye.